Hey guys, if you saw my last video, then you know I wanted to go in and try the new Mega Gobble Gums. They added 4 of them, and I wanted to see which ones were really useful. In this video, I'm putting them in order of least useful to most useful, in my opinion. One that I think is least useful is this head drama. On paper, this thing looks really good. It sounds good, like every bullet is gonna be a headshot. But then you realize that it activates immediately, and it only lasts for the rest of the round. So I had Deadshot Daiquiri in this footage, and I was just like, I really can't tell the difference on what's going on here because I did have it, and it really wasn't benefiting me at all. I guess my problem with this one is that it auto-activates and you have no control over it, so you just gotta pray that you get it when you really need it. Plus the fact that there's already Deadshot Daiquiri on this map, and this is basically the same thing. If I needed headshots that bad to take up a space in my Gobblegum loadout, then I would probably just go get Deadshot Daiquiri out of the Wonder Fizz machine. The one thing it might benefit on is the Panzer round. You know, getting headshots will definitely kill him a lot quicker. But because this thing auto-activates, you have to hope and pray that you get this on the round that he's going to show up in. But even then, there are gums that are way more effective with dealing with him that I would put into my loadout before I put this in my loadout. If we could control the activation of this one, then it might have a chance. But the way it is right now, it's really a waste of a Gobblegum. But let me know what you guys think about this one. Am I wrong? Is there actually some really amazing benefit that I'm not seeing? You guys let me know. The next one on the useful scale is gonna be the Undead Man Walking. What this one does is it takes all the zombies on the map and drops them down to the lowest speed, so they're just like super slow walkers. This one lasts for a really long time. It lasts for 4 minutes, and it is auto-activated, so be aware of that. So as soon as you get it out of the gumball machine, that counter is gonna start. I tried to think of ways where this could be most useful, and I was like, well, maybe you can use it when you're feeding the dragon heads. But then I realized when I'm doing the dragon heads, I'm doing the slow rounds anyways, and these guys are already super slow. One thing I didn't like about this is, you know, yeah, it makes them all very slow, and they also create like obstructions everywhere. I like zombies that are fast. I want to get them piled up so I can kill them. I don't like low rounds. I want to get to the high rounds faster, so I can have faster zombies that don't create obstructions everywhere. I actually turned this thing on in the game, and somebody was like, do you have that slow zombie thing on? This is horrible. Maybe this thing will be really useful for some Easter egg stuff, but I'm not gonna put this in my loadout for just like regular gameplay. Maybe this will be really useful with the Panzers. I didn't try that yet, but again, you gotta get really lucky to get it because it is auto-activated. You can't control that, so you just have to hope that you get it at the right time. If this gumball worked for, say, the Margwas or the Keepers, then yeah, that would be super useful. But this thing dictates that it's zombies only, so I don't think it's going to work for those bosses. I do find this more useful than the last gumball though, because it does have that 4-minute long duration, so you're really getting something out of this. Another thing is that these are the mega ultra rare. The last one and this one are considered like the more difficult ones to get, and they're the least useful in my opinion. If you guys can comment down below, let me know what you guys think about this one and what do y'all suggest using this for. This next one is way more useful, and this is actually just a mega, and you're going to get a lot more of these in the Dr. Monty spins than you will the others. This is called Fatal Contraption, and what it does is puts a power-up of a minigun on the map for you to grab. And I really love this one because it gives you the control over when you want to use it, so you activate it. Plus it gives you 2 of them, so that's pretty nice. So basically 2 times you get 30 seconds of free ammo, unlimited, and no reloading. This minigun is so much better than it was on Black Ops 1. It's super lightweight, so you don't lose any movement speed when you're holding this. Another thing that they added is that if you need to revive somebody or go activate something by holding like square or X, you can actually switch weapons and put this thing away. The Minigun Powerup drop on Black Ops 1, once you picked it up, you were stuck with that thing. You couldn't revive anybody, you couldn't put it away, and it slowed you down a tremendous amount. One thing to know though is if you do switch weapons and you put this away but you still have time left with this minigun, you can't pull it back out. You are done at that point and you can't use up the remainder of that time. Another thing that they added is an ammo count to this, in addition to the little icon in the center of the screen at the bottom that will start flashing to let you know that you're almost running out. At this point, you can completely disregard the ammo count. You could start blasting the ammo and hold the trigger down the entire time and you will never run out. It'll get down to about 200 bullets and then the minigun will like go away. Your time is up. Seeing as how it's completely useless for the power-up drop, I'm wondering if they're going to put this in the box eventually, and that's why they have an ammo counter on it. Only thing I don't know yet, and I'll definitely go in and find out, is how good does this work in the higher rounds. I'm sure at some point it starts losing its power, so that'll be interesting to find out. This last one here that they just added is one of my favorite gumballs. It's probably my top one. I mean, Perkaholic is up there, but this one is so incredibly useful. This one's called Crawlspace, and when I first heard about it, I thought this one is not going to be useful, but then I used it and realized this is the one I am always going to have in my loadout. What this does is turns all the nearby zombies into crawlers. I love that this is a self-activated one, so you get it out of the machine and you can activate it whenever you're ready. And on top of that, they give you 5 activations. And these aren't any kind of like super ultra rare mega gumballs. They're just mega gumballs, so you're definitely going to be able to get a lot more of these inside of Monty's factory. I noticed about a 10 to 15 foot radius around me, I could affect those zombies and turn them into crawlers. So I could get a nice big horde of zombies behind me, like all 24, and then turn around and turn them all into crawlers. I use this for everything on the map. I would have a horde of zombies, turn them into crawlers, and then go get a shield if I had lost one. If a player went down, I would run over to him and then turn all the zombies like into crawlers around them and revive them. When I needed to pack a punch, same thing, turn the whole horde into crawlers and go pack a punch. One thing about the mechanics of the crawlers on this map is you can turn them into a crawler and leave the area. If you go far enough away, they're going to turn back into a regular zombie with legs, and they will spawn around you. On some maps, if you make a crawler and then go far away from it, the zombie will die, but not on this map, they just respawn. I haven't tested on this map to see how long a crawler will actually stay a crawler before it respawns into a zombie, even if you stay by it. But it's probably not very long, and it's probably a lot like Shadows of Evil. So I really like to know what you guys think, and I really appreciate you guys commenting because I learned so much from you guys, and I wanted to do a poll and see what y'all thought about these GOBBLEGUMS. This was on a Twitter poll, and I just did this like earlier today, and it looks like you guys really like that head drama the most. The crawler one came in second, and I was surprised to see the minigun didn't make like top 2. I appreciate you guys participating, and I realize a lot of people probably haven't gotten to try all of them. Here's some of the comments. Zach says crawlers help a lot with the bow quest. Chocolate says true. Benjamin Headshot 1 because it's amazing to level up with. Abby says the crawler 1. Goose likes the crawler 1. Matt says head drama. Chocolate, what do you like the most? Mine is Headshot 1. Carlo, I like the Undead Man Walking the best as the slow speed can help with Easter eggs. Nice. Victor, I like the crawler 1 because it's good for Easter eggs. Totally agree. Kevin says none. He doesn't rely on gumballs because I won't always have one of a certain type available every game. Very true. Rise wants to know when I'm going to do a high round live stream. Oh my god, that's always been my dream. I like doing high rounds, but I have no time. But I would really like to do that someday. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and we'll see you next video.